All right, so I'm going to show you a clip. And it's this reaction people have been giving about this clip. And we need to address this right away, okay? So let me run this clip for you. It's of a Houston police chief, Acevedo or something. Acevedo, that's his name, Acevedo. He gives us impassioned speech about, Mr. Floyd, about protests, about black people, and all this stuff. And people have been saying how great it is. And I've seen a number of people sharing this clip. In fact, myself, I got it off of Instagram, off a very popular black entertainer's feed, where hundreds of thousands of people have seen it, and many, many thousands of people have talked about how great it was. And he captioned it, this. That was, the response when something is so fucking amazing that you have no words for it. It's just this. This. So this is this, okay? Let's watch this and see how this is so freaking great. Check it out.
To be talked about as being thug city. Is that they want people of color to be talked about as being thugs and we're bums and my people, as an immigrant, we're rapists. We know what? We built this country. We did huge for them. We ain't going nowhere. The ship has sailed. So if you've got hate in your heart for people of color, get over it. Okay? Because this city is a minority majority city. And this city is a city where blacks and whites and browns and legal and illegal all get together because we judge each other by the content of our hearts. Okay? So I am angry. I'm angry. I'm angry because people don't understand. Well, why are black people so mad? We had a little old lady stabbed by a crazy man in that officer-involved shooting that stabbed that little old lady. And I had a press conference, and I was angry. You might have seen it. But what people don't understand, I was angry because I looked at that video and I saw my mama's face. And when a black man, I may not be black, but I'm God's child. I saw that man calling out for his mama, I thought about my mama. What I kept thinking is, he must be seeing her already in the street.
Yes, he was transitioning.
They're not letting her come.
Yes.
So I'm here to tell you, we will march as a department with everybody in this community. I will march until I can't stand no more. But I will not, like Truth said, I will not allow anyone to tear down this city.
Amen.
Because this is our city.
We don't have to do that.
Don't pay close attention. Yes. Because these little white guys with their skateboards are the ones that started all the shit.
You better speak.
Knowing full well black people and brown people are angry and knowing that they will start. If they start it, we will follow. Don't follow that bullshit. That's the devil's work. Tear communities down because they know communities of color need the police more than anybody. And my one truth is, when I go to
What the hell is this guy talking about? It's an impassioned speech. Eloquent. Full of emotion. Exciting. Energized. Maybe it's coming from a place of honesty, of empathy. It appears to be. I won't question a man's humanity, but I will question the validity. I will question the point and purpose of the speech. What are you even talking about? What does the murder of George Floyd by one of your fellow officers have to do with anything that you're talking about, sir? And why are people sharing this diatribe full of platitudes and vagaries as if it has anything at all to do with what the fuck people in the streets about? You know what? Police officers, and I've been seeing this all week, and I've seen a bunch of suckers watching and sharing videos of police officers having a coming to Christ moment. Where you been? This shit been going on for 100 years in this country. Where the hell you been? I'm trying to tell you, there ain't a police officer alive who hasn't seen other police officers break the goddamn law and looked away. looked the other way. This very story that we're right now that lit the match. This story here, George Floyd. If that wasn't on tape, those officers would have got away with it, and you know it. He's not even addressing that issue. He's not addressing the fact that his brothers killed this man, murdered this man, lynched this man. This ain't no damn bad apples. It's a bad damn tree. And we need to address that situation. And yes, it makes it much harder, but it's the reality. We don't need one-offs, and we don't need you to pretend like you give a fuck. You know what? I don't want you marching with me. I don't want you marching for me. I want you to turn in corrupt cops. Turn in killer cops. Oh, you risking your life? So are we. That's your job, to risk your life. Your job is to risk your life. That's the job you took. I'm a commentator. I talk about shit that gets people pissed off. To a smaller degree, I risk my life. I risk my safety. People are crazy. But these are the jobs we chose. Your job is different. At least yours comes with a badge and a gun and a vest and a walkie-talkie to call more cops. But you know what? I don't want to hear about you talking about you understand me and you care. Meanwhile, you got rotten apples, a whole bunch of rotten plants in your garden that you ain't picking. Most of you do exactly what thou did. The coward thou who looked the other way or looked on and did nothing as they killed a man. That's what most cops do. They do nothing. Now, here we go. Here we go. We need to cut through the bullshit of those people. Hey, if you want to kiss the ass of the establishment, go right ahead and do it. But stop pretending to be truth tellers and stop pretending to be working for the people. Meanwhile, all you're trying to do is keep your pockets fat. And that's what the people, the entertainers who've been sharing this type of garbage and making it seem like this is justice. I don't want talk. He's part of a system that kills us. And you allow him to just be able to talk and then go on Good Morning America or CNN with Armin Pro, whatever a freaking name is. I saw him today. He did this on Saturday. On Monday morning, he's on CNN. Playing it up some more. He's acting. He's acting. Now, I don't mind you acting if you actually go into action and implement the things you were talking about. This man is part of the problem. He's part of the system that kills people. He's part of mass incarceration. He's part of the police brutality that we face. He's the chief of police, the chief of Houston Police Department. Houston's police department. But you're prepared and very happy to let him and all these officers slide, even chiefs of police, slide, because they say something like, oh, I'm upset too. I'm pissed off too, and I'm going to march with you. But he was very sure to slide in there. Don't be destroying the property, though, Negroes. Don't destroy the property, putos. He was very sure to slide that in there. And you were very sure to ignore it and go and post it and repost it and praise and kiss his ass for still doing the minimal. He's not even doing anything. He's not doing anything. He's not changing shit. If he was a good cop, he would have been able to tell you all the officers that he turned in. How many officers have you turned in? Art Acevedo. Acevedo, how many officers have you turned in for misconduct? How many officers have you yourself reprimanded and put in their fucking file that they were dirty cops, abusive cops? How many officers have you pulled up? How many officers have you smacked upside the head who put their hands on a black woman? How many cops have you forcefully restrained because they were beating the shit out of a black man? How many times have you done that? Art Acevedo. Now you send me a letter, you send me a signed copy showing me, telling me how many times you did that. And then after I read that letter, I decide if you deserve anybody to give you praise. Because anybody can give a speech. Hell, I'm giving a speech right now. What does that mean? You have taken a paycheck and you're surrounded by a bunch of cops that take paychecks and kill people without punishment. And you know it. Every cop knows I'm speaking the truth. Every cop knows it. Even the lying piece of shit Cops who go on Fox News, the ones who lie and say 99% of cops are good people. The lying scumbags. You could ask a cop and he'll tell you 99% of cops ain't good. Hell, 99% of doctors ain't good. We can't even get 99% of priests to be good. But we got lying-ass chiefs of police and cops and entertainers who just want to hurry up and get back onto the next thing of them getting their pockets fat, picking up their paychecks. These are the same people who run interference for the Democratic Party and let the Democratic Party get away with all types of shenanigans and undemocratic actions just so they can be invited to the parties and be able to get the bits and the roles and be able to get their albums released on time and be able to get bit parts in shows. You guys are scumbags. All of you are scumbags. None of you are willing to sacrifice a damn thing for the people. Nothing. You sacrifice nothing. All you are is greedy, self-serving assholes, every last one of you. We're not dumb enough. That's the problem. People are not dumb anymore. People know what's going on. They use independent media and they know that you are killing them. We know about Breonna Taylor. Those officers, they're not locked up. They're not locked up. They know about Tamir Rice and Sandra Bland and Eric Garner. Laquan McDonald, he the only one, they locked him up, didn't they? You know how long that took? He shot the boy 16 times. And the whole force covered it up, from the mayor on down. So we're not going to pretend that you saying nice things, and it may be worthy of a Academy Award, but it ain't worthy of our respect, or definitely not worthy of our applause. Stop being idiots. Stop being morons. Stop being fooled by fake-ass, vacuous, empty, performative nonsense that don't add up to change. And that's why there's people in those streets. That's why people are in the streets right now, and I'll be damned if I tell them to go home. I won't tell them to go home. We've been going home too often. We keep going home, and y'all keep killing us, and we keep going home. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're a grown-ass man and you can't see through this shit. You're not activists. You sound like business people trying to keep your pockets fat. You're not public servants. You sound like slave patrol workers. They killed this man in broad daylight in front of the whole world and laughed. That cop smirked the entire time because he knew he had a system that had his back. And what we got a bunch of fake-ass entertainers shucking and jiving, saying whatever they could say to get their follower counts up, sharing videos of other cops who are complicit in the whole system of fucking corruption and death and murder. We talking murder. So y'all gonna have to just excuse me, because I can't play games with it. I won't play games with it. Listen, if you watch this show, you got to watch this show. You got to know that other places, they're going to give you one version of news, and maybe you can swallow that. That makes you feel better. But here, we're not going to lie. We're not going to pretend. We may be wrong, but we won't lie. Anyone could be wrong, but we don't have to be liars. If the news you watch makes you more confused after you watch it, watch the Tim Black Show and know what's going on. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. Join today.